Okay, I'm going to go through 4 things that you want to develop in your singing voice so that you can have incredible power with ease in your upper chest voice, or what you may call your mixed voice. Now, remember, these 4 things are not a checklist of things that you need to know in order to then magically do it all the way you want to. These are skills that you have to develop over time through practice and persistence. And over time, you'll be able to bring them all together to have that upper chest voice power that you really want. First up is singing with your core. And that means with your ribs expanded. If you're not singing with your core and you want to sing with power, the only place you're going to be able to try to get that power from is your throat, your face, your shoulders, your neck, your tongue. And these are all ways that you end your attempt before you've even started it. Even if you can squeeze out some strong sounds, there is no way that you will make it through a set at a gig without hurting your voice and being hoarse. You could be singing over the course of 4 hours. You have to have a strong core, and you have to know how to maintain that, and that means you have to build stamina. The second thing is, the board's a little low for me, still jaw exercises. Why do you want to do still jaw exercises? 2 reasons. First of all, when you isolate the muscles of your tongue and throat, you strengthen them more, just like you isolate any muscle when you do any muscle strength training. More important than that, though, what you're doing when you do still jaw exercises is you're normalizing singing without tension. You have to get the power from your core, like number 1, and then it becomes normal to vocalize without all that facial, tongue, neck, jaw, whatever, tension. Next up, you want to work on all of your vocal registers. So what happens is people are very strong. This is the most common. There are 2 scenarios, but the most common one is that people can sing really well and with a certain amount of power in their speaking range, right? So in their chest voice. And they want so much to sing with that kind of power up higher that they cannot stand their head voices, and they avoid their head voice at all costs. And the problem is you're not strengthening the muscles up there if you're avoiding that part of your range. Oh, I put an E on dental. Little Dan Quayle moment there for any of you old enough to remember Dan Quayle. Anyway, develop your head and chest voice. You can't work at bringing 2 voices together until you have those 2 voices really solid. So whichever part of your range is weaker for you, spend extra time developing that part of your range. Once you're solid with your head voice, that will help lead to number 4 of this list, and that is experiencing the sound forward. As you go higher in your chest voice, you need the creation of sound to become similar to the way you create sound in your head voice. So once your head voice starts to be stronger, you can pay attention to how it feels in your face, in your mouth, where you feel the sound vibrating. It's going to be behind your nose, the roof of your mouth, behind your upper front teeth. This whole area here is where that sound, where you should be experiencing the most vibration. If you can bring that into your chest voice experience as you go higher, you'll find that you have more headroom to sing in your chest voice up high, and you'll find strength there, and you'll actually find better and more controlled vibrato in that place too. So step 4 is really the key to this, sound forward behind your nose. That is really the key to this. But if you don't develop, for example, your ability to sing with your core so that you're getting your strength from here and not here, then you can't jump right to step 4, right? If you don't develop your tongue independence through still jaw exercises and your normalization of singing with less tension or no tension, if you don't develop your head voice and your chest voice equally, then step 4 is going to be meaningless for you. You can try skipping to it, and I'm sure someone out there is going to. But if you skip to this, it's not going to be as good as it can be, it's not going to be reliable, and it's probably not going to, you're not going to be able to expand it as far as you'd really like to. Because you have to have these other things in place. So once you have all those things in place, over time, again, you still need to grow it. So you'll find that you can push it a little bit, and then you practice for a while and it starts to feel comfortable, and then you can push it a little more. Again, nothing about singing is just knowing information and then you can do it. You have to grow the skills. So be sure to use the links in the description to bring you to different videos that will help you with all of these skills. And there will also be a link in the description if you want help with this. You can check out my program called From Hobbyist to Gigging Singer. There is a one-on-one version with me, assuming there's availability. And there's also a DIY online version you can check out. You'll see it there. Meanwhile, keep going after your dreams and keep remembering that these are steps that you need to take. Whatever the skill set is you want to develop, these are steps that you need to take over time. And with that persistence and that repetition, and with the understanding of how to take those steps in a healthy, productive way, you will get to where you want to be. Take that from someone who was born a very mediocre singer. All right, good luck with it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.